Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Hey everyone, I'm AdamHarry from Bell Lost Souls Tabletop News with
Evan from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And we're back with another Tabletop Spotlight. Evan!
Yes.
You know I love science games.
Yes.
What is this one?
I brought you a new one. This is Cytosis.
Oh.
It is a worker placement game that takes place inside of a human cell.
Alright. I love worker placement
the
games.
RNAs and yeah, I'll be honest, biology was my weakest of the sciences. But I'm excited to show this off. The components are really cool.
Cool.
The atmosphere is really cool. Is that the word for games?
The theme.
Yeah, the theme. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. And this actually too comes with the virus expansion, so you get to play around with viruses as well. It's a lot of fun.
I really like worker placement games.
Yeah.
And I love it when they mix science with their games. So we've covered a lot.
So many. My favorite game is a science game. So
yeah, I'm pretty much I want to dive back in and see how much biology I remember from school. So let's take a look inside. Cytosis. All right, we have Cytosis, a cell biology game.
All the nuclei.
All right, Evan, quick pop quiz. What? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I don't want to do that. But here's the kind of basic layout. It'll show off the virus cards. It kind of comes
Which is
with
the expansion,
right?
Yeah. But this is the basic layout of the game.
The board. It's one big cell, as you can see. And there's different areas of the board that you can send workers to do different things. We'll get into it.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I already like the artwork too.
Here's the rule book. It's not too bad. It's full color. We'll get into it.
I'll take a look. Yeah.
Yeah. Put it aside. The science behind the game. That's really cool.
Yeah, and summary of the human cell, nucleus.
Yeah.
Free ribosomes.
Cool. You learn while you play. There you go.
Ooh, like hey, teachers.
Yeah.
Reward your students.
Actually, yeah.
I would totally
pretty good one for teachers.
Ooh, antibodies and viruses.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Punch outs. Not too many though. That's nice.
Yep. That's going to be. I think that's going to be converting energy, but we'll see.
What's the backside?
Yep.
Yeah.
More stuff. Similar. Okay. Another cell.
We've got the board. It was bigger than I thought it was going to be. Here, we're going to have to zoom out a bit.
It's actually double-sided too.
Yeah. It's actually really interesting.
Okay.
So here's the board. Here's the cell. So you can see there's different areas that you can send workers to do different things, like over here. Over here. So plasma membrane, glucose transporter, you know?
Yeah.
The
exocytosis. If you are a biology nerd, you're going to love this game.
Yeah, please don't scream at us if we get something.
If you don't remember biology from school, this will totally jog your memory.
Yeah.
It's been a long time for me since I've had to do any type of biology stuff.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
For school-related stuff. But this is actually, it looks pretty cool. Like, all of these different locations will do an effect, much like if you play like Lords of Waterdeep or other worker placement games. Yeah. So you're trying to generate resources to do something, and I don't know what those things are, but I'm assuming it's to score points.
Oh yeah, you'll be able to score. It's a score. Yeah, it's a point-based system or game. And
we'll take a look, but I do want to show off the back because it's another side, another board.
Different board, yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like less stuff on the board.
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe
I bet you this is for a different amount of players.
Yeah, or different number of players. Yeah. So cool. We've got the Dex, which is this looks like it could be the virus Dex, or something. No, glucose. I'm not sure what these are.
Probably mixed in.
Ooh, epigenetic modification. Let's get all weird.
You get some sweet D6s.
Biohazard.
Yeah, it's kind of this faded red color too. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Maybe those are the virus side. We've got a bunch of punch out tokens, not punch outs. All for different players. These are wooden. Yep.
Yeah, they're wooden.
They are wooden meeple-ish cubes, and they represent all the different things. Don't eat the silica packet in there.
Please don't.
That will be bad. So.
But they give you a lot of
extra baggies.
Love that.
And I'm guessing these are
player
for
boards.
Players.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So.
And I think this is actually part of the virus expansion. You also get player
immune
boards
response.
Here.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's one for each player.
Ebola, flu, and what was the other one? Rhinovirus.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Ooh, interesting.
I don't want to catch any of that.
But anything at the bottom? Nope. All right.
In the box.
You want to pause and figure this game out?
Yeah, I do. I'm remembering APT is used in the energy protection cycle.
There you go.
Well, let's find out. Let's take a look at the rules. Cytosis is actually a pretty simple game.
Is it?
Yeah, flipping through the rule book here, I'll show this off. This is the basic setup, or sorry, this is the gameplay components for game setup, if you're playing with the virus expansion, you don't need any of the virus, or unless you're playing with the virus expansion, you don't need any of the virus
that's
stuff.
okay.
So the basics of this game are quite simple. You have your flasks, which are your workers essentially.
Okay.
You're going to be placing those on different locations on the board. When you place them on those locations, you're going to gather the resources or do the action that that space on the board does. Some of them will just give you like glucose or carbohydrates or whatever to do that you can use for converting stuff later.
Makes sense.
And some of the locations you have to have enough of X material to then convert it to either draw more cards or things like that. The goal of the game is to score health points. The player with the most health points at the end of the game wins.
Okay, it makes sense.
So really straightforward.
Health points are just victory points.
Yeah, victory points essentially.
Yeah.
The health points are things like, we'll show off some of the cards here, or we'll get to them. But there's kind of what the health points would be. Yeah, it's kind of the goal. Sorry, that's the goal cards. We'll get to those.
Yeah.
It says the different setup for the different number of players, how many flasks you start the game with per player, and things like that, and then markers and yeah. But there's different types of resources. You need mRNA, lipid, or APT. If you're a biology nerd, ATP. Excuse me. If you're a biology nerd, you recognize. Some of those are going to be used in energy production for cell stuff like that. Cell replication and things like that. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all that. This kind of goes over how to play. These are all examples of where you can play. Basically, if a space is open, you can put a flask there. If there's already a flask there, another player can't.
So it's like a standard worker placement game.
Yeah, it's very much a worker placement game
with just a biology
theme.
Yeah.
Golgi apparatus. This is an example of a health card. This is the type of card it is. This is the placement spot. This is the cost of APT. So if you want to
ATP,
I said ATP. If you want to score that card, you have to have that.
Okay.
And then you also have to have the macronucleal resources cost.
Okay, so you have to have those two color keys as well.
Yeah. So some cards cost, and then you score this many points.
Okay.
When you buy that card, essentially.
Right.
There's hormone cards you can also build.
Okay.
Which is kind of neat. The idea of like the cells actually,
it's
building
creating
a hormone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
And there's also actions you can take. There's action cards you can build that actually reduce costs for things. Let me skip over those real quick, like these. So you can actually do stuff that will lower the cost to do things. There's also toxicity, so you can mess with other people. Like if they get too much of one resource, you can make them discard stuff.
That's awesome.
It's just a neat. It is competitive because so there are ways to mess with other players. Yeah. So, and there are different events that can happen.
Okay.
If you're playing with the virus cards. This is the whole virus expansion. There's also two-player rules and things like that. Virus expansion, it's very similar. You also can score other points based on things like your immune system, how well that is. You have to fight off different events that happen as well. But here's the different things that can happen. So lowest antibody response, you either lose a resource or health points. If you gain more resources if you have the highest antibody or something. It's things like that. So it helps change up the flow of the game, makes it a little bit difficult, runs a little bit longer too.
It's not as complex as I thought it would be.
No, it's really not. Again, if you're familiar with worker placement games, you're going to slide right in this game. It'll make sense. The names will just be from your biology books.
Yeah, very cool. It's great for teachers too. I mean,
yeah, absolutely. Because again,
comes with that little.
A lot of this stuff is based on real science. Like
all of it's based on real science. Yeah.
I mean, the majority of the game mechanics are based on real science.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. So like, you've got to go through the membrane to get.
I totally.
Glucose and things like that, and convert stuff, and it actually does work if you read through there. So if you want to use this as a learning experience.
For a student or yourself, or if you're like, hey, I want to learn how the cell works. Yeah.
Or if you're a med student and you just want to not leave work at home.
You want to take study.
Work home. Hey, let's study by playing Cytosis.
Yeah.
It is really cool looking, super educational. We
recommend it.
Yeah, go check it out. So let's hop out for a really fast recap of Cytosis.
Well, that was Cytosis.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I love the board. It was the cell diagram.
Yeah, it's just one big cell. The theme is amazing. I love it. Yeah,
the membrane and everything. Like I love the components too. Like the moving stuff around.
It's amazing how much you remember too once you're reminded.
Yeah.
Like, from class.
Yeah. Like, I'm not a cellular biologist. I'm not gonna remember this stuff.
For sure. But
once you start poking around in there, it's
pretty cool.
Coming back.
Yeah,
it's good stuff. And mechanically too, the game looks really fun.
Yeah.
So, cool stuff. Let's crunch some numbers on this one real quick. Cytosis. It is ages 10 and up. So super kid friendly, super family friendly.
Around 60 to 90 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a run time.
Depending on how many times you play. It is 2 to 5 players.
Yep.
So you're gonna want to play with a friend.
And it is $39.99.
$39.99.
Yeah.
Pretty good deal for
Not
what you get in there.
Yeah.
Love the components.
Plus the expansion, which we saw in the box. Yeah.
The virus expansion.
Yeah.
That one did have me. I was like, ooh, we could play virus too.
Viruses.
Like a little mini stuff. Cool stuff. Is this one brand new?
Brand new, just came out.
Go check it out. I'm AdamHarry from Bulls.
I'm Evan from Dragon's Lair Comics of Fantasy.
And this has been another Tabletop Spotlight. Thanks again for watching.
Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Thanks for watching.